Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into yet another episode of
Scary
to
the
Max. My name is Glenn and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host and son,
Max.
Max, how are you this fine Monday night?
Good.
You're doing well?
Yep.
Awesome, my man. You guys got back from the dentist, right?
Yeah.
All the teeth are still intact after Halloween.
Yeah.
Which is good. Do you know we gotta fess up to something? We gotta confess something. Do you know what confess means?
Yeah.
What's it mean?
I don't know how to explain it.
Give it a shot. Come on. You can do it.
Tell something.
Yes. Yeah, tell somebody something. So we actually had, we were going to do like a Halloween specific episode kind of about something that we were doing for Halloween. And we would go where? What was our Halloween thing this year? It was new.
We went to the walkthroughs.
There was a really cool website that you could go to, and it was hosted on Google Maps. And you could go through, and there was a whole list of all the different Halloween houses. It was really, really neat, and it was local to our area. And we would go through, and we would check them all out.
Macaroni Kids, that's right. And there's many different local events.
Yeah, tell the people, what do they got out on Macaroni Kids?
They have events. I think, do they have fundraisers?
Yeah, they might have fundraisers on there.
Might.
Yep. All different types of different things that you can check out in your local community. And Macaroni Kids is close to us, and there's a few different towns on there. And they had one that was all different haunted Halloween houses. And we did an interview with someone from Macaroni Kids, and it's her job to go through and populate everything over on the website. And she was kind enough to speak with us. So find out all about Macaroni Kids at the end of this episode. I will stick the interview in there, and you guys can listen along. It'll be a good time, and definitely worth it if you're in the South Jersey area and listening to Scary to the Max.
We're in the North Jersey, right?
No, we're South Jersey, bro.
What?
I mean, we're not as south as Atlantic City, but we're still south.
Yeah, we're in New Jersey.
New Jersey, yes, sir. Awesome. Well, today's episode is going to focus mainly on
Finding Frankie.
Finding Frankie. That's right. It is another game episode all about Finding Frankie, the video game. And we'll talk to you all about it once we get there. But before we do, we have a few segments that we are going to start off with. And I think we're going to start off with one of your favorites, which is
Ice Cream You Stream.
And that's right, my man. Tell the people out there, in case this is the first time that they're listening to Scary to the Max, what is Ice Cream You Stream?
We spin a wheel with movies, trailers on them, and then we watch the trailer that it lands on.
Absolutely. And then usually, sometimes, whatever trailer it lands on, maybe it becomes a new episode of Scary to the Max. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. I've got the wheel all set up. We use one of your favorite websites, which is called
wheelofnames.com. My Spanish teacher uses this, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wheelofnames.com. And we actually have 3 different trailers over here. And I actually went to, sometimes we go to Amazon or Netflix to go grab all this stuff. But do you know what website and what streaming service I used for the movies today on Ice Cream You Stream?
The movies? No.
Take a look at the title here. What do you see here?
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, where do you think that one is?
Oh, that's probably on Disney Plus.
That is on Disney Plus. I wanted to see what type of scary movies were on Disney Plus, and there's.
How is Home Alone scary?
Listen, Home Alone is kind of scary. Home Alone 2 is on Disney Plus, but I put Home Alone on the wheel because I think it is kind of scary. Yeah. People are breaking into his house. They want to steal his stuff, and they're trying to kill him.
Wait, what?
I mean, they say they're going to kill him. I mean, it's a kid's movie, so, I mean.
Wait, what?
That's what they say in the movie, though.
Okay.
And he has to, defend himself from the people breaking in, so it's kind of scary. It's told in, a funny way, but if it happened in real life, it would be scary.
Yeah, but probably in our house, Fritz would just bite
1,000% our cat.
Yeah, 1,000% Fritz would save our life.
So the 3 movies that we have on the wheel today are going to be Home Alone, Haunted Mansion, and Behind the Attraction. Behind the Attraction is actually not a scary movie, but it is something over on Disney Plus that I wanted to take a peek at. And I thought would be good, and I'll explain why if it lands on there. Are you ready to spin the wheel?
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a spin.
Ba-ba.
Here it comes, and it's gonna land on
Haunted Mansion?
It's definitely landing on the Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
So we will watch the trailer for Haunted Mansion and see what we think.
Wait! I should warn you, before you step inside the house, this could change the course of your entire life.
I'm not afraid of a couple ghosts.
You say that now.
This mansion is unhinged.
These ghosts definitely don't want to leave.
Death lurks around every corner. God, give us a break. There's so many bad people in the world. Haunt them.
Amen.
I do like surprises.
Is anybody else seeing this?
I hope you do too.
We're gonna fight, whether we like it or not.
Or else we're stuck here for eternity.
If this comes down to an exorcism, we're in big trouble.
This house is dripping with souls, but there's always room for one more.
My friend was mugged.
He was tall. He had hair that was sticking out of a top hat.
Top hat.
Yes. He had,
So
nice.
a top hat.
You would pull a rabbit out of it, probably.
Eyes.
They were a bit sunken.
Deep sunken eyes.
Like a raccoon.
Beady
They
eyes.
set back. And he was smiling like, yeah, like that.
This kind of thing.
Exactly.
Is this the man who mugged you?
Wow. You just did that just now?
All right, Max, so what do you think about the trailer for The Haunted Mansion?
It was pretty cool.
It looked pretty good, right? What were your favorite parts of the trailer? I feel like I know, but I want to hear what you said.
The end.
The end, how come?
That guy has very good drawing skills.
It is pretty funny how quick he was able to draw that, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice the different parts from the ride in the movie?
Yeah, like in the cover for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the little ball thing that you have over here.
Yes, the lady in the crystal ball,
Yeah.
she shows up in there. Did you see the room that stretches, the elevator part from the Haunted Mansion? They did that. And then at one point they had these chairs that were moving through the hallways, and they looked like the things that you sit in on the ride. So there are a lot of little pieces of things that happen in the ride in the movie, because the movie came out after the ride. So they're trying to figure out how can we steal bits and pieces of the ride and sneak it in there. That way people like you and people who have been on the ride can be like, oh, I know that part.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty cool. I have not watched it yet. Would you check that out? I think we would watch
yeah,
that, right?
I would watch
I think even Mommy might watch that with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Right? It's a Disney movie.
Yeah, it's Disney.
It's Disney. But I wanted to take a look and see what was on Disney Plus, because we don't really do that one that much. And there are, if you change the age filter, there are a lot of horror movies over on Disney Plus. But obviously Haunted Mansion, not too scary. But there is a show over on Disney Plus called Behind the Attraction. And it's about...
I can already guess what that is.
Tell me, what do you think it is?
I think it's showing how they make the rides at Disney World.
Absolutely correct. And they have about 10 different episodes, and one of them is the Haunted Mansion, where they show you how they do all the stuff. So we're definitely going to need to check that out. But
Do they have Test Track on there?
I don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, there's probably about 10 episodes.
They probably have Spaceship Earth.
They might. We're going to have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that.
But I wanted to bring it up because there might be some kids out there who go to the Haunted Mansion and might be scared to ride it, even though it looks cool. And maybe if you happen to have Disney Plus, you could watch the behind the attraction and find out what's going to happen and figure out and kind of like learn how the ride works. That might not even work if the ride's not scary.
Yeah.
So I'm like, anybody out there who's maybe scared of a ride and you're not sure what it's going to be like, see if they have an episode of Behind the Attraction if you have Disney Plus. Awesome, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go ahead over into our second segment, which is...
Shop Smart.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, good job. What do we do in Shop Smart, bro?
We review horror products.
That's right.
I know nothing about them.
That's right.
I don't know any of them.
Everything on Shop Smart we pull from Amazon. We check out some of the cool things that I think might look spooky, and then we talk about them. So all these products are going to be in the
show notes.
That's right. You can find the link right there if any of them sound good. You can check them out for yourself. Are you ready for the first surprise product?
Yes.
The first thing is a 2024 Advent calendar. This is Horror Rubber Duckies, 13 days of spooky countdown with two hidden figures.
Yes, give me this.
So this is kind of like, since like now that we're almost finished with Halloween and we're getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas soon, I was trying to look at advent calendars and this one came up. And these are like all these horror ducks. Now, believe it or not, this is not like there's a whole company that makes horror themed ducks like that are more expensive and they're like officially licensed. Like there's a Chucky one, there's a Freddy one. I think we've looked at the Chucky one before. But
yeah, I think so.
But this is just like extra horror ducks and they have all different types.
Yeah, that's
there.
Cool.
They have like a pirate one.
Frankenstein. Where's the pirate?
Right there, I think, with the hook.
Yeah,
like Captain Hook. What do you think this one is? That's fine. I have no idea. What about that guy?
Vampire.
Yep, they have a couple different vampires, a couple spooky ones, and then they have two surprises. So you get 13 days, and then it says 2. So I guess there's 15 altogether, and you get 15 mystery horror spooky rubber ducks for $19. And you already said this looks good, huh?
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, it seems like it gets pretty positive reviews. There's a lot of different advent calendars that are supposed to be like spooky, and also there's a Nightmare Before Christmas one if you really like Nightmare Before Christmas. So go and check them out. You can see the link for this in the show notes. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Yep.
Next one is going to be the Chia Pet. This is an It Pennywise Chia Pet. Have you ever seen Chia Pet before?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
So what does it look like?
Chucky's head.
Yeah, this is Pennywise, but it kind of does look like, I mean, it looks a little bit like Chucky because of the eyes. But basically, Chia Pet is like it's a plant. It's like a statue / plant, and you I think you like mix like these seeds and stuff, and you put it on certain spots on the thing, on like the statue, the planter, I should say, and then it grows. So here's Pennywise, and then you put the stuff over on his head, and then it grows plants as his hair.
Nice.
So they have all different types of these.
Wait.
What's up?
Go. Do I just see a cat?
There is a cat one.
Yep, I need the cat.
They have a cat, but they also have Beetlejuice. They have Cthulhu. They have Elvira. They have Ghostface. They have Gizmo. They have the Blood Pennywise. They have Michael Myers. They have Nightmare Before Christmas. They have Thing, which is from
the Thing from Wednesday.
Wednesday or Addams Family. Yep. Then they have actual Wednesday if you want. They have a zombie.
Zombie.
I love the zombie hand.
Yes.
The zombie hand is actually really cool because the hand comes out of the ground and the ground is what grows.
Oh.
So that looks, I mean, I think that one looks sick.
Yeah.
What do you think of Chia Pets?
That's cool.
They also have, like, if you don't like things that are spooky, they have an emoji poop. But they also have a Sonic one. I thought the Sonic one looked cool, where his hair grows as the plant. So That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like them. They're all about the It Pennywise one is $22.99. The cheapest one is Wednesday. She's $15, and they go all the way up to $30 if you buy Michael Myers. So you can check them out. There's all types of Chia Pets out there for everybody. And then lastly is going to be Smasher's Horror House by Zuru. This is actually one of those like mystery type boxes that you open up, and then there's a figure inside, and there's all like little prizes. These are usually pretty, like, I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about. What do you think about these? You're a kid. Tell me. Do you like these mystery things? You could say no.
Not. I don't know.
Okay,
they're good, but like it takes a little long.
It does. It's a whole process to like open them up, and that's supposed to be the fun part. You have to dig through them sometimes. Sometimes they're covered in goo, and like that part's like not a toy. But I put these on here because they are all different horror figures. They have a like zombie with his brain sticking out. They have a Grim Reaper, and they have a zombie dinosaur. But what's neat is...
It's called a zombasaur.
It is called a zombasaur. What's neat, though, is that if you bought these at like Walmart or something, you wouldn't know which character you're getting. You don't get to choose. It's a mystery every time. But if you buy them on Amazon, they'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
So if you want a specific one, you can actually order it and you'll get it. It won't say on the package what it is, so it'll still be a surprise. But if you want to be able to like do the fun part of unboxing it, but still have the surprise, you can do that. So these are just like kind of cool. I thought they would be neat to look at. Awesome, man. What do you think of these products today? What do you think the winner is? What's your favorite?
The Chia Pet.
The Chia Pet. I gotta agree. I think the zombie hand Chia Pet would be pretty sick. Awesome, dude. Well, which Chia Pet specifically did you like?
Cat.
The cat. Well, to be fair, it could have been a black cat. That could be spooky.
Yeah, that could be spooky. So that wins.
All right, fair enough, my man. Cool. So if you are interested in any of the items here in Shop Smart, just go ahead and check out the show notes, and you will find all the links to be able to purchase any of them that you like. And then that's going to bring us to the main feature, which is Finding Frankie. That's right, my man. Finding Frankie is a game that is currently only available over on Steam. So let's go ahead and take a peek at the trailer.
Welcome back, lucky contestant. We've missed you. Let's catch you up to speed on what's been going on. 4 lucky people from around the world have been brought here to the world's largest indoor trampoline, water, and parkour park. Once you've arrived at the parkour palace, please suit up in the provided Frankie suit and mask. The mask conceals your voice and identity to avoid cheating with the other contestants.
Authorities have discovered 3 dead bodies on the premises of Frankie's Parkour Palace, who seem to be 3 of the 4 unfortunate contestants chosen to participate in the company's last game show before bankruptcy.
With over 3 stories of action-packed parkour obstacle courses, this is going to be a game show you won't never forget. Quick update for you, lucky contestants. The other contestants have mysteriously died. Not sure how that happened, but oh well, you're still left.
One contestant seems to still be on the premises and potentially alive.
Finding Frankie, my man, that is an intense trailer, I gotta say.
Yeah, it is.
We've played a lot of horror games over here on Scary to the Max.
Yes.
Like, we've played Poppy Playtime. We've played, what was the one? Is it Elkins Park?
What?
The one with, like, the raccoon and the haunted amusement park?
That one's Indigo Park.
Indigo. I always keep saying Elkins Park. Indigo Park, yep. We've played that one, and now we've played Finding Frankie. What do you think? Where does this one fall? Like, how good is this one?
Like scary or just
like how much did you enjoy
fun?
Playing this compared to the other ones?
9.5.
9.5. All right, so this one is up
amazing.
there. Amazing, you say.
Yes.
What makes this game so good?
The soundtrack is very good.
You know, that's a great point that you bring up. The soundtrack in this is really cool. How would you describe it?
It doesn't have that much actually like horror music.
Yeah, what do you mean by it doesn't have that much
It has
horror music?
it has like party music and stuff mostly.
Yeah. It sounds kind of like almost like a carnival.
Yeah,
I would say
a carnival, but like more intense. A carnival, but like it's not like scary, more intense, but like I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, and it's fun because they have like it makes you kind of want to move, you know, like it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's upbeat, and I feel like that's good that it makes you want to move because the game is all about doing
like parkour.
Parkour, and what is parkour?
Jumping on stuff.
Jumping on stuff, jumping off of stuff, and basically are we trying to find Frankie?
No, we're trying to escape Frankie.
That's right. And what's the premise of Finding Frankie? Like, do you know what premise means?
No.
What's like the story behind the game? Like, what's happening in Finding Frankie? Why are we doing these things?
All right. So, first, there's like 4 cereal boxes that gets shipped out, and the 4 people who get the cereal boxes get to do the game. And whoever beats the game show wins $5 million in cash.
So that's the idea, basically. It's that, like, you know, it's a game show, and if you win your way onto the game show, you get to compete in the show, and if you make it to the end and win, then you win the money. And that's pretty much what's going on here in Finding Frankie, is that we're just going from different sections of the game show and doing parkour. But what do these places look like? What type of setting are we in doing this parkour?
Like trampoline park.
Yeah, it kind of looks like somewhere that you will, like, you know, if you're a kid, somewhere that you've gone to for someone's birthday
like
party.
Chuck E. Cheese, basically.
Yeah, basically like Chuck E. Cheese. And because of that, it feels a lot like what other games?
Poppy Playtime.
Poppy Playtime. There's definitely some puzzles involved. I think the bright colors make it feel like Poppy Playtime.
Yeah.
But what's another game that is a horror game that is set in like Chuck E. Cheese?
FNAF.
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's right. So it does borrow some stuff.
This one has better soundtracks.
The music is definitely more fun. It's more upbeat. It feels like you are it feels like you're on a game show. It's more fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now the characters are scary, so they pop up and it can be freaky. But the gameplay is pretty fun, and it does involve a lot of parkour. Going from place to place. Yeah. We played this on the computer because it's the only place you can play it right now is with Steam, and I had to use mouse and keyboard to do this while we were playing, and it is a little tricky. I'm not someone who uses mouse and keyboard a lot, so it was a little weird for me to have to use mouse and keyboard, but I was able to do it, and I don't think it was too crazy. I hope that they add a controller option. I feel like that would be better. I would have a better time like playing with it, but we were able to beat the game.
Yeah, we did beat it,
which is pretty cool, and it doesn't take too long. If you just sat down and play it, you could probably beat it in a few hours, but especially you could probably beat it even faster if you're better with a mouse and a keyboard. Yeah. I had a good time with this one. It is a little bit more expensive. I believe when it's not on sale, it's $14.99, which is I think
15.
Basically $15, which I think is like double the price of like a Poppy Playtime, and it is shorter, I think, but it is fun.
Chapter 1 of Poppy Playtime is shorter than this, I think, though.
You might be right, yeah. And it is fun, but what's cool is that a lot of the horror games, like, they all have, like, they're just trying to, like, I mean, they're a horror game, but they just try to be creepy, and they try to, like, give you a lot of jump scares. And there's some puzzles, but it's usually, like, puzzle, jump scare, puzzle, jump scare, but and, like, a boss. But in this, it's, like...
It's, like, chill. It's, like, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, like... It's not... It doesn't have as many jump scares.
Yeah. It's got a couple, but I think what's neat about this one and what's different is that it's got jump scares, but the rest of the game kind of feels like you're playing like a Mario game.
And there's not really any jump scares, because like for Frankie, when he catches you, he's just like
Yeah, he beats you up. And
he like beats you in a wrestling match or something. It looks like
it's over, and then it's over pretty quick.
Yeah.
But the game is like, you know, it goes between being like a little scary to like a lot of like platforming fun. And when you're doing the platforming and stuff, even though Frankie's chasing you, he's far behind you, and you're not really looking at him, so you only really see him if he gets you.
Yeah, it's not. It's not that scary, but I will say this. Some parts it does have blood.
It does.
Yes.
There was a good amount of blood in the trailer, although I think there was actually more blood in the trailer than there is in the game.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it doesn't come up as much.
Like, mostly at the hard parts there's blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the hard parts only.
But I liked Finding Frankie. I thought it was
a good game.
Yep. Where do you think, do you like coming up in just a couple months is going to be Poppy Playtime Chapter 4?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be better, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 or Finding Frankie?
I can't lie, I think it's going to be Finding Frankie.
Finding Frankie still, yeah, I really like
it's a good game.
It is good, and what's cool about it is it's so different that it makes you excited to like kind of see like what's going to be next in the spooky type games, because it's just a different type of game that is not normally in this category. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
and I do think there is going to be a Chapter 2. Because, like, when we beat the game, spoiler alert.
Oh, you're going to do a spoiler alert? All right, so tell, what is a spoiler alert?
So I'm going to tell you basically what the ending of the game is.
All right.
So if you do not want this, I'm going to have you skip to, about,
I'll tell you what, guys, I have to edit the podcast. Right here, I'll put in the time where I'll tell everybody when to skip to. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Skip to 28 minutes, 32 seconds.
So at the end, they don't actually let you leave in the game. They keep you there because you're good at the game, and so they don't go bankrupt. They keep you there. So then the game show doesn't go bankrupt, and they make enough money to keep the game show going.
Yep, and then we think that means that there's going to be like another chapter or Finding Frankie 2 or something like that. Yeah.
So we think there's going to be a sequel.
So that'll be cool. That'll be awesome to see. Awesome, man. Good action-packed episode. A lot of stuff over here this episode. And don't forget, everybody, we do have right after this, we do have the interview with...
the person who works at Macaroni Kids.
That's right. So stay tuned to that so you can find out all about some of the local haunted houses that are around our area and might be in your area. We're always doing our best to bring you everything spooky on your favorite horror podcast,
Scary
to
the
Max. Hello, everyone. Glenn here. I just wanted to preface this that this interview kind of hits the ground running. We jump right into it, and Holly starts to give us some of the history about where Macaroni Kid came from, how it came to fruition and became the site that it is now, and then we jump right into everything spooky and the really cool haunted house lists. So thank you once again to Holly for coming on to Scary to the Max and talking to Max and myself all about the history of Macaroni Kid. And if you're interested, you can check out the links over in the show notes.
At the time to do with my 5-year-old, my older son now, and there was never anything in the area that I could find. This is when, mommy blogs weren't as popular and Facebook events wasn't around at the time. So it was kind of like you just kind of had a word of mouth type of thing. So I remember talking to a girl at the baby expo, and she ran a Macaroni Kid Philadelphia. And I was like, this is great. But she never had anything in this area. And she only had them in Philly. For obvious reasons, it's Philadelphia. And I messaged her and I said, hey, is there anything around this area that, somebody that does something in here? And she goes, no, there's nobody. She's like, you should take it over. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sure there's other moms out there looking for the exact same thing. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it over and we'll see what happens with it. Even if it's just helping other parents find things to do with their kids that are inexpensive or free or, anything, for me, that's, making memories together. That's, Sundays are our family days. So that's what we do on Sundays. We spend the day together as a family and, that's important for me, making memories with your kids. So that's how I started the site. And then I'm a huge Halloween lover. That's my favorite holiday, ultimate favorite holiday. So my family and I drive around Cherry Hill and neighboring communities during the month of October, and we hand deliver boo bags to 100 people, which takes a full week. We actually just finished our deliveries yesterday. And we boo the houses where we run up. Well, my kids will run up, ring the doorbells, drop a bag, and then run back into the car. So think ding dong ditch, but with a bag of Halloween goodies. And while we were driving around, I would see all these elaborately decorated houses for Halloween. And I just was like, there's got to be a way for other parents to experience this and see these with their kids. Instead of just driving around aimlessly, which, there's got to be a way we can make a map for it. So I started it in 2020, and it's been growing. But this year, it's kind of gone crazy with Instagram. But that's how the map started. It was just a way for us to, I was looking for houses and just trying to figure out ways for parents to take their kids to them. It's, there's so many great houses in this area.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That list and that map, there's a good amount of houses on it, but the amount of detail that some people put into the houses is on a whole new level. I had no idea that many people in our area had that many awesome houses.
Yeah, we're planning on trying to do a walkthrough next year, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah. The walkthroughs are crazy.
Yeah, like, they have, 10,000 smoke machines there for no reason.
Oh, my goodness, it's crazy. Have you been to one yet?
Yeah, I've been to 2.
Did you like them?
Yeah, the second one was the best because it had this, haunted pirate ship.
Oh, is that the one in Lumberton?
Yes.
I know that one. That's Hollowspear, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're supposed to go visit that. I'm hoping this weekend.
Oh.
We haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to take your word that it's great.
Yeah, what was your favorite part about that one? What do you think, Max?
I would probably say the room where there's, this laser thing, and, it looks like there's water on the floor.
Oh, that sounds really cool. Yeah, I heard that's a whole production. You've got to check out the one in Cherry Hill, too, if you haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, that we have not been to that one yet. That one's definitely on our list for sure. One in Lumberton is great. It's the attention to detail that they have is crazy, but they have certain hours that it's open, and there'll definitely be a line. I think it's Thursday through Sunday is when they do it. So if you get a chance to go during the week, if it's possible, you might want to do it. There was a line last week on Thursday when we went.
Yeah, I heard that they've been getting crazy lines. The one in Cherry Hill had some crazy lines too, from what I was told. Now, when we went when they first opened, and there's no line. We went like I brought my little guy, and him and I went through it like 4 or 5 times. But then after we posted our video on Instagram, it kind of went a little crazy.
Yeah, it really, like, the website's been a super helpful tool to find all of those things. I love how it just marks what houses are either just like haunted houses. I guess I shouldn't say just, because they're usually like super elaborate in terms of their decoration, but they have the haunted houses and they have the walkthroughs. And the walkthroughs, we've been trying to make a point to go and visit like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, it's great because it's, most of them are free, or, if they do donations, they want donations for like St. Jude's is for the one over at Cherry Hill. Any money you donate goes to St. Jude's Hospital, which is a great organization. And then they have the one, I think, in Blackwood. They're donating to AWA, the Animal Welfare Association. So any type of donations, I mean, hey, it's, free haunted house with a small donation that's going to a charity. You can't beat it. And even if it's not going toward a donation, all those lights cost money. Like, all that stuff costs money. It's a lot. It's very affordable for families.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that they donate to all those charities is great. And like you said, they have, it's not like they have like 1 or 2 things that are plugged in there. They have a whole setup going on. So to be able to help them out, especially with the bills for running some of those devices, like it's definitely welcome, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I even do a Christmas one or a holiday lights map as well come December, so we have some pretty cool walkthroughs in the area for that as well.
Yeah, I've seen, that was what was interesting to me, because I've seen like lists before for Christmas and things, but I've never seen one for Halloween. So when we saw there was one, we were like, we definitely want to make it a point to go and check out as many of these like haunted houses and walkthroughs as we possibly can.
Yeah, I feel like Halloween, like I said, Halloween is my favorite holiday. So like if it could be Halloween all year round, I'd be happy. I just love Halloween. But I definitely, because you're right, there's not that many maps for Halloween. It's kind of one of the holidays that goes a little less unnoticed in that department. But they've got some really you saw those elaborate walkthrough displays. It's just crazy. I mean, the fact that they're not on the news is crazy for me. Did you guys visit Glow yet in Washington Township, the drive-through?
No, we haven't been there. We haven't been there yet. I know that they do some events for Christmas, and I heard that they were doing one for Halloween. Have you been there?
Yeah,
is it on your recommended
on
list?
Opening night. No,
Okay.
Not opening night. The night after, but we also went the day before they opened to kind of get like a little preview walkthrough where we got to walk through it and learn about the technology that went into it and all the science that went behind it. It was really cool to, how many computers and how many lights operate the whole production. It was really cool to listen to the guys who run it. A lot of love went into that display. It's really cool. You should check it out.
And that's a drive-through one, right?
Yeah, you drive through it. So you just stay in your car the whole time, and then you change the radio station, and it's all synced up to the music on the radio. It's nice. It's about like a 30-minute drive.
Oh, wow.
As long as you're going at like 2 miles an hour, you can't be speeding through it. But yeah, it's nice. They have characters there. They give out candy as you're driving through, and it's all themed. The whole thing is themed. It's really cool.
How do you think it, where does it fall on the scary meter of like 1 not so scary, 10 like really creepy?
Not so scary. My 6-year-old was with me, and he was, can we go through again? He had a blast, and so it's not scary at all. It's great for all ages.
Awesome. Yeah, and then those light shows that I remember like during COVID, those were some of like the only events that like people could go to, some of like the drive-through type experiences. So it'd be interesting to see like what one looks like now.
Yeah, they yeah, I think that's literally all they had during COVID was just the drive-through stuff that you could do at the time.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of like taking off in a different direction where it's like, it's just convenience. I can't remember. I think it's 1 mile. It's a whole mile of this for the one in Washington Township. It's pretty cool though. And all the decorations are handmade. Everything. So
Oh,
they
that's
don't buy
crazy.
anything. It's all handmade.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that, and that's one of the big reasons I like going to we like going to all the different haunted houses and stuff is because people like people do buy them, but a lot of people make the stuff too.
Oh yeah, I think the one in Cherry Hill too. They had Lumberton. I think most of that's like made because that's a whole production. I mean, I'm sure you can't buy a huge ship like that.
No,
just willy nilly.
Or attach it to the side of your house.
Yeah, or do that. But it's crazy what people come up with. But it's nice too because it brings the community together, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome to see so many people like back out there and checking everything out, especially for like the time of Halloween. Halloween's probably our favorite holiday. I think it's my favorite. Halloween and Christmas are close.
Now, what are you being for Halloween, Max?
Sam's from Trick or Treat.
Oh, that's my favorite. I love him. I've been trying to convince one of my kids to be him since they were born. I guess I should have done it when they didn't care.
Yeah, he picked it out this year. We were, what were you last year?
Huggy Wuggy.
That's what my son was, a Huggy Wuggy last year. Yeah, this year he's an underwater sea creature, and my older son is Kid Pool.
Like Deadpool, but Kid Pool?
Yeah, because there's a Kid Pool in the movie.
See, I don't know about the Deadpool. I'm not too educated in the Deadpool universe.
He hasn't seen it. He's just, we won't let him watch the movie yet. It's still a little too for him. He's 11, but he's, I'm not comfortable yet with him watching that.
I hear you.
But we did show him a picture of Kid Pool, and he liked it. So we built the costume, essentially.
Exactly.
But I've been trying to get one of my kids to be Sam for Halloween. I actually have a Sam book bag that I wear during Halloween.
Oh,
That's
nice.
my primary book bag is Sam. I love Sam. He's my favorite.
Yeah, Max has not seen Trick or Treat, but where did you first see Sam?
At this horror convention that we went to, there's someone dressed up as Sam, and he actually won the competition.
That's pretty cool. Now, did he have his mask on with his thing on, or was it his real face?
Oh, he had his mask on.
His mask on, because Sam's real face is kind of creepy.
That's true. Yeah, it is a little scary. But
it's a little scary.
The mask is like a happy medium between the two. But yeah, I think we were at Monster Mania when we first saw Sam, the one in Baltimore.
I love the fact that in the movie Trick or Treat, the candy is called Holly Ho, and my name is Holly.
There you go. Yeah, that lollipop, right? We still got to get that. That's one part of the costume that we're missing.
Oh yeah, you got to get that. That's signature Sam, his lollipop in his bag, right?
Oh,
you got to carry the bag around.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't tell him about the bag yet. Now we're getting the bag.
You got to drive the bag.
Well, thank you for taking the time today to talk to us all about the haunted houses and about Macaroni Kid. Where is the best place that people can go to if they want to check out like the list, if they want to check out the website? Like where can we point them to?
You could just go right to cherryhill.macaronikid.com. Everything's right on the website. It's very easy to navigate. There's a calendar of kids events happening in Cherry Hill and like local. I cover hyper local. So I try to stay within about like a 30-minute range of where I'd be willing to travel is how the way I look at it. I do sometimes go a little bit further out, but most of my readership is close to the area. But it's a whole calendar filled with kids events. Some of them are, low cost, free. I'm all about free events, and I'm usually at my computer nightly, just adding all these events as much as I find them.
Yeah, I just saw there's this adventure aquarium event.
Oh yeah, the glow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. They have a whole shark made out of pumpkins and an octopus made out of pumpkins.
Yeah, we definitely
have to check it out. There. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, we used to go to the aquarium a good amount. Maybe we'll have to go and check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The octopus is brand new this year, and it's in that main tank when you first enter, the very first big, large tank where the hammerhead shark was. He's in there. And then the big shark made out of pumpkins is in the shark area. It's really cool, though. All the things are made out of pumpkins. They have a big sea turtle made out of pumpkins, too.
Yeah, you're not kidding. This calendar of events that you have is super detailed. You go from like you've got obviously you got every day of the week on there, but like you've got events listed on there from like 9 o'clock in the morning all the way up until like the end of the evening. So
yeah,
it's definitely a good resource.
It's a labor of love. I mean, if I can help one family find something, then that's my goal.
Well, I mean, we definitely appreciate it when it popped up and we saw the list, and I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, this is kind of neat, but I feel like this is maybe too good to be true. But then when we started to go through and we saw our first like walkthrough house, like how did you feel when we pulled up to the first house that had all those decorations that you could walk through?
Yeah, that was really fun.
It sounds like it. They look amazing. I'm really excited to see the Lumberton one now.
Oh yeah, definitely go there, and I'll let you know if we end up going to any other ones and how they are, because they're awesome. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's one also, I think, the Psycho Trail in Blackwood that's supposed to be really good. That one's also not like really crazy scary.
That one's
I think
not
they
too
have
far
a scavenger hunt you can do there too.
Oh yeah.
I think we're definitely going there.
Yeah, you had them at scavenger hunt back.
Yeah, I think the theme this year is like Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice.
They change the theme every year, I think.
That's great.
Can't beat it, right?
Absolutely.
You guys have to check out Merchantville too.
Merchantville. What do they have going on there? Or just
Merchantville literally turns into Monsterville during the month of October. They actually changed the name of the town to Monsterville, and they do. It's like it's the town out of a Halloween movie. When you think of trick-or-treating, it's like out of a Halloween movie. Like, think of Halloween Town with trick-or-treating. It's amazing. There's a couple of houses that do some crazy walkthroughs around here. I think it wasn't last year, but the year before, there was a raisin house where it had monster raisins, and it was pretty cool. It was a whole elaboration production put on. But Merchantville is a great town for trick-or-treating.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go and check that out sometime before the holiday. It's kind of crazy to think it's going to be here and gone in about a week or so.
I know, it's so upsetting for me. October is Halloween month for me, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When do we start putting up the Halloween decorations, Max?
Sometime in September.
Yeah, September 1st rolls around. I'm like, it's pretty much Halloween
after
now.
My own heart. I love it.
I think like that first Halloween, like right when like COVID started and like, you know, everybody was like at home, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, it is time. I'm like, we decide when it's Halloween. If we want to put them up, we're putting them up.
Oh yeah, if I could start celebrating Halloween in September easily, would not have a problem.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Holly, and taking the time to take us through the website and the map and like how it works and all the history behind it, and giving us some cool ideas to check out this spooky season.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was great to meet you guys.
Oh, likewise. I'll send you links to everything when it all goes up, and I'll tag you in like any post that we make.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want a picture of Sam when you get in your costume.
You will absolutely get a picture of Sam.
Yes.
I'm sure he'll be delighted to take as many pictures as possible.
Yes.
All right. You guys have a great one. Thanks again.
Thank you very much. You too. Take care.